All right, all right. Positive energy all the time. So we're in a political cycle right now. Uh, it gets a little crazy. You got the midterms, and then after the midterms, you jump into the presidential elections, and it's kind of like after the midterms is nonstop campaigning for like I'm not going to say a whole 2 years, but it almost seems like 2 years. I guess it's more like 18 months. And real quickly, I just wanted to touch on this. Uh, I don't see what the Democrats are going to do. Now, I've been watching politics for many years as a kid, it's on television. Your parents might watch the news or something and you can see things. But once I become a young adult, I began to see the political climate. And as far as I can recall, I don't remember a Democratic Party this um, dull, I guess is the word. I don't see anybody that could run that would make any type of noise. Mm, I don't see anybody that could be a candidate for the Democratic Party. I see people for the Republican Party that's making noise and heavily involved in politics from the Republican side. But on the Democrat side, uh, I don't see anybody. I think I think the Democratic Party doesn't have any um, goals. I think the Democrat Party have set themselves up to be just anti-Republican. So you're pushing for this, and then they're pushing for that. But the way the government looks now is the Republicans are pushing for this, and the Democrats are just pushing against the Republicans. They don't have anything. It's like they're just anti whatever the Republicans are doing. Am I the only one that am I the only one that sees that like that? It's like their campaign is anti-Republican. They have no issues, no plans, no. They have nothing. Unless what do they stand for? They don't stand for anything. I kid you not. They're not known for nothing. They're known for being against the Republicans. The Republicans are known for trying to do things and change laws. And I'm not saying they're dull. I'm saying, John, I'm not saying they're dull. I'm just saying that usually in politics, this side wants this, and this, and this side wants this, and this. And the Democrats don't want anything that I've seen. Now, Urban says they're pro-migrants. The Democrats are a lot of the Democrats are not second generation Americans. They're like the children of immigrants. I got the data. I just decided not to show it. Maybe another live, but I looked it up because I wanted to see. And a lot of the Democrats' parents are immigrants, which I don't think you should be able to run for office that quick. I think, like, for me to be able to run for office, the closest immigrant would have to be my great grandfather or great grandmother. I don't think my grandfather could come here and then I'd be a politician. That's too soon to me. The soonest a person uh I think the soonest a person would should be able to run for office is if the great grandparent came here. Not the grandparent. You can't move here from Puerto Rico, have a son, then your son has a son and he's a senator of a country that's been here hundreds of years. I don't know. That just, I don't know. That doesn't seem you've been here long enough. I don't see where you're totally invested, and I don't see, and there's a possibility you're still hanging on to ways from whatever country your parents or grandparents came from. So, you know, you know what I'm saying? You need to be fully invested. There's just too many people here that have been here the whole time to run for you to run. Like, how did you skip the line? How are you skipping the line? It's like you're skipping the line to me. I supported Barack Obama, but he was a little weird in there. Sometimes you do things and then you get to look at what you did and get to make, uh, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not ashamed I voted for him. I'm figuring, okay, it's a black dude. He's intelligent. He seems to be smart. Yeah, put him in there. But then when you look back, he was too new to the country. For example, he just, maybe his children, not necessarily him. You know, he's a first generation out of Africa. His father's African. Yeah, that's too soon, I think. Especially considering the other people. Yeah, if you're the only thing we got, but if we got Americans that been here the whole time, you can't come here and have a baby and the baby cut the line. Barack's son can't cut the line over men who been here, family been here. That does seem like you cutting a line. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what that got to do with what I'm saying, Urban, but I guess you had to get that out. So I feel like it's cutting a line, kind of. But when I look at this uh, group of Democrats, I don't see anybody. They look very uninteresting. They don't have any. Harris kind of was the same way. Harris was kind of the same way with her mother being like Indian. I thought she could do a good job, but there's this favoritism towards other immigrants that they put over traditional American citizens. And I think that's horrible. I think it's horrible to have people been in the country, fought in the Revolutionary War, the Civil War, World War I, World War II, Vietnam, and so on, and to put anybody that their family doesn't have that much blood in the soil to make them kind of even. I feel like uh, it's sometimes we have to look at stuff we did, and you don't want to go back and say that was horrible, but you might want to say, let's not do it like that no more, because you can't go back anyway. So what's done is done. Okay, cool. But like, how could we make some improvements? You know? And that's another thing in this country with the system. They're not good at making improvements as they're good as complaining about what happened. You know, this country is too. And then one of the worst things about politics is social media. I think social media. I need to do a whole live on that because social media politics has to be the worst. Political expression on social media when you're unidentifiable is horrible. Because who are you? You know? I mean, how is politics is real, real politicians. Now, if your name is Bubba Luba Gaziba, how are you speaking on real politics with an alias? I think that's dangerous too. We have a lot of people on social media talking, trying to say something real, but their whole social media presence is fake. So how could you be real and fake? You know what I'm saying? How could you be real and fake? You know, like what makes what you say valid? And then like really nothing you say is really valid because we can't even validate you. That's kind of ruining politics too, because there's a whole bunch of unidentified people on social media giving political opinions, which I don't like. I think like they got to get rid of. You can't be anonymous. I think if they get rid of anonymous people, I think it would be better. I think the only way you can use an anonymous name if you're some kind of business or you got some type of program, you're a content creator, but we still gonna see who you are. But the anonymous people, they gotta go. I don't enjoy talking to them because I feel like it's unfair, for them to see me and know me and talk to me like we even. I don't know who I'm talking to. It's uncomfortable because I can't guarantee if I could see you, you would be saying the same. You can say anything when I can't see you. You know, people that you can't see and identify will say things they definitely won't say if you can see their face. I don't like that either. I think that's horrible. You're just any old weirdos just over here keeping it real. you know, you're keeping it you're keeping it real. And your name Boomala Scoomala, no picture, some strange picture. Sometimes they like hog, my chat, and they just got all this information. But I'm like, you got all the information except your identity. What's up with that? You know what I'm saying? It's a little weird. I'm not really comfortable debating somebody that can see me and I can't see you. To me, you got to shut up. You know, to me, to me, you got to shut up talking to me. Like you're not even a real person. You're what? You got the audacity. I mean, I can see if you just watch and enjoy it, but to have the audacity to try to debate me as a fake character, what? How's that fair to me? Y'all think that's fair to me? Do y'all think it's fair for my name to really be Pharaoh and you can see my face? Do y'all think it's fair for me to somebody debate somebody? I don't know who the hell it is. Y'all think that's a legitimate debate? Imagine a presidential debate and one candidate come out and the other one's back. Other candidates debating, but they're back. They got a fake name and they're running for president. They're back behind some screen or something. That's what it's like. To me, it's very uncomfortable. They're like, no, I'm telling you this and that and that. And I'm like, and you are exactly who? Okay, listen, Mr. Miscellaneous. Please shut up. Type into me. Okay? All right? I'm just saying. Nothing you're saying to me, I'm considering as legitimate. For I know you might be a Yugoslavian on Mars somewhere. I don't even, I can't validate nothing. you know? Okay? I'm just saying. What do you want me to say to you? You're cheating. And you're constantly talking at me, looking at me, debating me as a real person. And then I got to debate a nobody. How's that a legitimate? How's that competitive? How are you competing with me when I'm really here and you're scoobala doobala? You know everything. Your name's Scoobly Jubilee. It goes Scoobala with a weird picture, and you know everything. And I know that I don't know who the hell you are. You know, I'm looking at you like, please shut up in my chat. Okay, you anonymous loser. You know, that's what I'm thinking. You know, I'm just saying. You know, I'm just saying. Because I'm sure if I could see your face, you wouldn't be that smart no more. Yeah, just you'll be real smart when nobody can't see you. But if you come over here and you eat a lot of sausages and your head's this big, you'll calm some of that down. If I could see you're a baloney boy and you eat 20 pounds of bologna every day, you'll kind of calm down a little bit. Because I might ask you, I might say, well, if you know everything, why you don't go to the gym? You know, it might get a little ugly. You know what I'm saying? I could question your intelligence if I could really see you. I could really see if you're that smart. I could look at you and say, well, you sure look dumb as hell, but I guess so. So that's not helping politics either, social media, because you're arguing with somebody he'll be in India somewhere. You know, some swami in India argue with you about the election. He can't even vote. He's in New Delhi. You know? He's in New Delhi debating American politics. He's somewhere eating like, you know, some kind of grain on a magic carpet in India somewhere, in Pakistan somewhere, talking about the politicians, you know, in America, and we can do this and we can vote like that. And he's not even, you know, he's not even a we. It's a little weird. And so the politics from the Democrats, who they got? I don't see any Democrats that would be decent to run. The Democrats are just against Trump. They're not for anything. Look at Jasmine Crockett. She's known for being against stuff. She's not known for being for nothing. She's just, I can't stand this and I can't stand that. And we're not going to have this. And you guys are trying to do this and you guys are trying to do that. That's how I know her. The Democrats are just against. They're not for anything. Not that I know of. The Republicans is for stuff, whether you like it or not. Get black information out to schools. Shut down black businesses. You know, they got an agenda, you know. They got an agenda, like, you know, make the rich richer, tax cuts, let's make deals, yeah. But at least they got some, and the Democrats got nothing and nobody. Like, who's going to run? I don't see nobody. I think the whole Democratic Party got to be trashed, and all the Democratic media. Like Roland Martin. Roland Martin, they get rid of him. All he does is complain. He has nothing to put on the table. I can't watch him because it's just, his whole thing is what the Republicans are doing wrong. He doesn't push any Democratic agenda. I mean, none. Roland Martin's Democratic agenda is to hate Republicans. You know, that's his agenda. His agenda is hate Republicans and get rid of Republicans. Okay, so what are you going to do, Roland, when you get in there? Don't worry about when I get in there. Just hate them and get them out. We ain't going to do nothing when we get in there. We just don't want them in there. Basically. Yeah, I hear you, the infamous Marty Marty. That's why I want to see you all, because I don't know. You might got lipstick in a dress on. You might be gay. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? You might be gay. How do I know you're not gay? Just keeping it real. I hear you, but it doesn't make much sense because you're the infamous Marty Marr. Pause. That's a little, that lacks a little masculinity, Marty Marr. So I don't know. I don't want to go that way. Don't let me get off track. That's what, but he's a perfect, just a perfect example. He said, so they need to stop promoting LGBTQ, but I can't see him. So I don't know if he, LMNOP, he might be LMNOP or QIXZ. I don't know. I need to see you before I can validate that. I'm just saying. That's why, that's why, that's why I don't like certain things over here because I can't validate. I can't validate nothing. You know what I'm saying? I hear you. I'd be outside. I'd be with phony people. You know what I'm saying? I can't see nobody. So it's just really hard to accept. If you've been outside, if you've been around people in the real world, you be around people that be talking against what they actually be doing. In my life, people I know for real. They'll get on social media and say something against something that they do all the time. You know what I'm saying? And they'll get on here and be against their own character, how they really are on the block. Seriously. For real. I really want, if I'm running for president, you're going to have to be your real self on social media. If you don't want to be your real self, you got to get the hell off social media. Got to use your real name. If you don't want to use your real name, that's fine, but get the hell off. Because this is all this anonymous stuff is, every time it's an election, you get all these Russians and all these foreigners coming in, come from nowhere, saying this candidate ain't no good, and they're not even American citizens. That got to go. You can tell they're not Americans because they just pop up during the presidential election. You don't see them. Once the election over, you don't see them at all. And all of a sudden, the election come, here come all of these political people. And you can tell they Chinese and Russians and stuff. You can tell they're not even American. They're trying to influence American politics. All that got to go. You can't have all these people, anonymous people, influencing. That got to go. And then I speak as a content creator. They just ruin our all these trolls. We don't want all these. We don't. We rather have a smaller, real audience than a whole bunch of fake ass people. I'd rather have a smaller group of real people than a whole bunch of weirdos that's not even real people. And then they want me to have a real conversation with they fake ass. Want to know how real I am with a fake ass. Want to know if I'm telling the truth and if I'm honest and what I'm saying about is realistic. And your name Boobala Scoobala. You see what I'm saying? You want to check my facts. You understand? I'm looking at you crazy. I'm looking at you crazy. You're trying to check my facts with a fake name. Your name, Mars Pluto 49. And you tell me that's not correct, that's not correct, that's not correct. And your name, Mars Pluto 49. See what I'm saying? Trying to be accurate with an inaccurate, your whole stilo is inaccurate. You know what I'm saying? Like, shut your fake ass up over here. Real talk. If you're gonna do that, let us put some fake picture up and let us talk miscellaneous there. Let us be miscellaneous too. Don't be having real content creators out here with fake. That ain't fair. That's unfair. It's unfair for content creators can't see who they talking to, but they can see us. That's not fair to me. Put us in danger. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, all these people can see me. I can't see them. That's not that's not safe. Now you some type of lunatic. I bump into you in the street. I don't even know you agent 25, 32. You the one on my I need to at least know, oh, here go the fool, you know what I'm saying, walking up on me. You know what I'm saying? Now you can just walk up on me. I don't know who the hell you are. You know who I am. I don't know who you are. So now I gotta go outside. I gotta be ready to do everybody dirty, which is what I be on, basically. Everybody's a suspect. You know what I'm saying? I'm with it though, but I'm unusual. I can handle it. Everybody can't handle that. I can. Don't get too close. Don't look at me. Okay. Yeah, no, it's not funny. Look at all the look at the females. Y'all think it's cool if your wife or your mother, your daughter was on here and everybody could see her and your daughter don't know who they are? That's not that's a safety issue. That put your baby girl, that put your children, that put the women in our family in danger. With these nut dudes hiding, talking to your daughter or your wife or your mother or your auntie or the females in our family, and you some weirdo stalking them and they don't even know. So they could be right in the store. You could be following them in the store. They could see you all the time and really not know you the one. You live right across the street. You live right across the street. You in their live every day with a fake. That ain't cool. That's a safety issue. They need to change that. Yeah, it's a safety issue. It's nuts over here. It's nuts on social media for sure. And it's affecting the politics because these miscellaneous people is all the main one. They the first one want to talk about politics. They want to talk about real political stuff, but they're not. You know what I'm saying? And this political round gonna be horrible because the Democrats, who are they? They absolutely nobody. It's the worst Democratic Party I ever seen in my life. I mean, they are a bunch of nobodies. That's why they trying to get the governor of California to run. He the only one got some type of swag or personality. The rest of them is a bunch of nobodies. Then a whole bunch of them is like immigrants. Like some black dude running as a Democrat, and his daddy just got here. It's like, dude, your daddy just got here. How you an expert on American politics? What? You shouldn't be allowed to run. You ain't been here long enough to be no politician in the United States government, and you first generation immigrant, second generation immigrant. Hell no. What? And you could be the senator of people that's been here for generations. You could be my senator or my governor or my president. Really? How? How you could tell me what to do? You just got here. Your daddy brought you here. Huh? I printed it out. I just don't feel like showing it. It was too depressing. Yeah, I looked all that stuff up. I said, look at this here. I sent it to my email, but I was like, I might should show it. Let me see. I might should show it. Hold on. I don't want to, but there we go. I'm not doing politics this year at all. Because yeah, I'm not doing it. And then the brothers, they ain't standing on nothing. If reparations ain't being discussed, there's really nothing to talk about. I don't see. I mean, there's some other issues, but they never come up. Yeah, Patel. Yeah, perfect example. Who the hell is he? How the hell is he? How the hell is he on the FBI? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what. Trump is so phony. He talk all that stuff, and he go put that man on the FBI. Trump is phony. When I seen that, I said, "Oh, he can make America great again with that." Look, based on a Pew Research Center analysis of the 119 college immigrants and their children make up at least 15% of the total Congress, with Democrats significantly outnumber Republicans 60 to 19 in this category. Roughly 12% of the House and Senate are children of immigrants with foreign-born members accounting for a smaller subset. So all them people ain't even been American citizens that long. And they're making laws. How? How you making laws? You just got here. Look. Now, I wasn't going to show it, but what the heck? Total representation. At least 80 lawmakers in the 119th Congress are foreign born or have at least one immigrant parent, a group where Democrats dominate. Partisan breakdown. In recent sessions, Democrats have held a larger share of immigrant or second generation lawmakers compared to Republicans. Regional concentration. Nearly half of these foreign-born lawmakers represent Western states, particularly California. Are you kidding me? Foreign-born specifics. Within the 118th Congress, 18 voting members were foreign-born, 17 in the House, 1 in the Senate, representing roughly 3% of all voting members. How in the hell do your parents come here and you be a politician over people that been here? How could you run against somebody that been here? You should not be able to run against nobody that family been here for generations and you just got here yesterday. The majority of these lawmakers have at least one parent born in another country, while fewer are foreign born themselves. They born somewhere else, and they making laws. You cannot make this up. How? How? How you get to run against somebody who great grandfather been here and they want to run it and they want to have some say so in the country, and your daddy came here, and how your word gonna be equal to theirs? How your word equal to somebody who people was here picking cotton for free? People that was here that fought in the Revolutionary War, the Civil War, World War I, World War II, Vietnam, Desert Storm. How you come over here from India, Mexico, or wherever, Africa, how you get to make decisions in the country over people who family been here? Make that make some sense. Based on that, when I look back, I'm like, Obama shouldn't have been no damn president. How? His daddy from Africa. He shouldn't have been no president. And I voted for him, but I didn't think about all this. Harris too. You know how people say, well, you voted for him, you support him. Listen, what they got to do when you see something you don't like it no more. If you like something yesterday, if you eat pork, and then you find out pork no good, you telling me just because you ate it, you got to still pretend it's some good? Now you got to, if you really standing on something, you're supposed to be able to change your opinion based on how you see things today. And how you seen things yesterday ain't got nothing to do with today. That's another thing people gonna have to get. They're gonna have to get that together. To me, the fact that I supported Obama and Harris and I'm saying is bogus make me even more legitimate, make me more stand up. I'm like, look at this. Wait a minute. Right? That make me more honest. The hell of what I did before. That's why the real is alive. I don't give a damn what I did yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Once I see something different today, I'm dealing with today. I'm not going to be like, well, oh, I did it before, so let me overlook it. I don't do that. I don't give a damn what I said yesterday. Oh, my soul, I don't care about that. I'm telling you, I don't care. All I care about is my mind as it developed. And as my mind developed, then my concepts develop. I do not stay stuck on stupid. Once I see something different, then I'm saying that. I don't got to stick with nothing. That's why I've been a vegan all these years. I used to eat meat. So I had to keep eating it. No, when I'm looking at it, they're going to have to change the law. You can't run for office. You have to be, your parents come from somewhere else. You can't run. And your children, I don't think they can run. Obama's children should not be able to run. Their children can run, I think. Him and his daughters should be ineligible. They ain't been here long enough. Right? His father from Africa, then he's for generation two from Africa. They generation three. It had to be the fourth group, I think, just based on all the other people. It's not fair to all the other people that been here. I'm thinking it's not fair to the families that been here forever. How is that fair to them? How do you get to be a senator over somebody who family been here and your family just got here? No, we blame the law because the law changed. They can't run, right? If they can't run, then then the people that are qualified to run. But if they run, they gonna block the people that's qualified. If you're a foreigner, if your daddy came from somewhere else, and you all impressive everybody like you, and you get a bunch of campaign money, I ain't gonna beat you anyway. So you shouldn't even be able to get no campaign money because you can't run against them anyway if they too famous in this system. You can't just run for office against nobody famous that can get more donation money than you. That's another whole video, Leon. This system set up where whoever got the swag get the bag. And if you ain't got the bag, you can't run anyway. That's another whole video, Leonard. Think about it. You want to run for Leonard, you want to run for president. But to run your commercials for the whole year, for the 3 or 4 months you running, gonna cost you $20 million. Where the hell me and you gonna get $20 million? Now the other person, they famous, everybody gonna give them the $20 million. They ain't gonna give it to me and you, right? The people that run is the ones that the people give the money to. Think about it. You can't just run. You run You run for office with commercials. You don't never run. The commercials run for you. Think about it. Think about it. We don't actually run for office. The commercials run us for office. Think about it. No campaign contribution. You're not going nowhere. So I understand what you said. Do we blame ourselves? But that's a whole nother video. Because can you get the money yourself? No. You can't get the money unless you're famous. So it's already set up for whoever the most famous is the one going to run. Think about it. That's a whole nother video about the economics of politics. If you don't got the economics, you ain't never going to be nothing. If you want to run for mayor in Chicago, you got to get these people in Chicago to fund your campaign. And if not, you're not winning. You know how much them campaign signs cost for you to have campaign signs all over Chicago to run? Yeah, you got to pay for that. Yes. You got to pay for your campaign headquarters. Unless you're going to meet at your house. You got to pay for your local commercial. Hi, I'm Pharaoh running for mayor of city of Chicago. They're not just putting that on TV on WGN or ABC. I got to pay for my mayoral campaign. Oh, yeah, you don't get that for free. Well, that's a whole nother, Leonard, that's a whole nother, bruh, this system is messed up. So that means, Leonard, if this guy is the one that want to buy the parks and want to mess up everything, he contribute to my campaign. Then when I get in there, I owe him. So now he can go in there and mess up everything. Facts. That's why everything get messed up. Because the people that want to mess our lives up, they the ones pay for the campaigns. So now the politician is beholden to the crooks. And then the crooks, Leonard, if Leonard's running and the infamous is running and GSUP is running, I just fund all y'all. I have one of my friends fund him, my other friend fund you, my other friend fund you. No matter what, when you win, you belong to us. We funded all three of y'all. We just did it through different. I had him do it. I had her do it. But they all part of my corporation. You think you're being funded by somebody different. Are you? Let that sink in. Can I get three people that you don't know we together? I got different branches of my businesses. I got my housing development business. I let the women that run that fund you. I got my other businesses I'm doing in park and recreation. I'm getting that money. I let that person fund number B. That one fund A, that one fund B, and then I fund C. You think three different people is helping you, but they are with AS&S corporation. They are with the parent corporation, right? So you got the parent corporation, then you got the other corporations under, then you split them up and you had them fund different candidates. So no matter what, S corporation own all of y'all. Just let that sink in. Yeah, Trump used Elon Musk. Used Elon Musk and pretended he dumped him. That was a play. He didn't dump them. They had to make it look like that because Elon Musk was the one that used them satellites to fix the voting machines, allegedly. They ain't real enemies. That was a play too. They staged that. In America, would let anyone come flood us? Why? It depends on who running the country. They getting paid for money. Shit. They ain't doing it for free. They're doing it for money. Everything is a money play. Let's take the Venezuelans. The Venezuelans come, right? They come here. The American government get them a whole bunch of link cards, right? Right? So what you say? You say, look, they giving that to them, right? But when America get them link cards, what they got to do with them link cards? They got to go to the stores in America, right? They got to spend all the money at the link cards. Where do the money from the link cards go when they spend it? Back to the government. They know everywhere you spent your money. They know every store the Venezuelans went to. They didn't give them nothing. How somebody give you something that you got to spend and give back to them? Think about it. How they give you something when they own everything. If I own a big old store and you got to buy in my store, and I give you $10,000 and you spend it at my store, did I give you anything? When you gave it back and we made a profit, so I'm able to take my own money and my own goods and make a profit, get the money back plus, I mean, I ain't gave you nothing. Not only that, when they gave them a link card, what? They knew where every one of them was at. They knew where every last migrant was at. And those link cards went to a special computer. Right? Okay, we're going to give our link cards 114953 through 304953. And all those go to this computer system. So they knew where every Venezuelan was at. As soon as you rake that card, oh, there go Jose and his wife. There go Alondro. There go this one. There go that one. Odimas. Then my friend got a hotel. So I take the tax dollars and I give it to my friend to let the migrants stay there. Y'all say I gave the money to the migrants. No, I gave the migrants to my boy hotel. His hotel packed, paid for by the government, making you think I'm helping the migrants. But I didn't give the migrants shit. I gave it to the guy that got the hotel. Right? So all them hotels the migrants were staying at, who made the money? Did the migrants get anything? No. The hotel owners got all those millions straight up front. They didn't have to worry about booking the hotels or nothing. Free money straight from the government. And then I help you, then you just give me a little kickback. That's all. Just kick me back. Kick me back a couple mil. Okay? How they don't never give you no money because you got to always spend it back with them.